Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to a brand new block of our Explainer series. We're focusing entirely on utilities and the wider Python ecosystem today. We literally just wrapped up our deep dive into documentation and packaging, and we're kicking things off here with a library that is beautifully simple but absolutely incredibly useful. It's called Tqdm. By the time we finish up this explainer, you're going to master exactly how to drop clean, super informative progress bars directly into your Python loops. And, you'll really see why these small, highly focused utilities are absolute game changers in professional code.
Let's start with a really fundamental problem. One I am absolutely sure we've all faced. You hit run and nothing? It really begs the question, is my script actually working or is it silently frozen, right? There's this visceral anxiety that comes with just staring at a completely blank terminal screen while a script runs. When your code takes more than a few seconds, just sitting back and crossing your fingers that it hasn't crashed, well, it isn't exactly a great strategy. We really need a visual indication that anything is happening under the hood.
And this happens all the time in real-world data processing. Think back to those long-running tasks we've talked about earlier in this series. Training machine learning models? Yeah, that can take a massive amount of time. Or recall our web scraping deep dive, where we were fetching data from hundreds of different URLs. Whenever an operation takes a while, we absolutely need visibility. We need to know exactly where we are in the process, rather than just quietly staring into the void of a frozen terminal hoping for the best.
So how do we solve this? Well, that brings us right to the Tqdm library. Now, the name itself is kind of interesting. It actually derives from the Arabic word Tqdm, which literally translates to progress. And its core purpose is precisely that. It just wraps right around any iterable, lists, ranges, whatever you've got, and automatically displays this clean, really informative progress bar right there in your terminal. And it's not just showing you how far along the loop is, it actually gives you a genuinely useful estimate of how much longer the whole thing is likely to take.
Putting this into practice is seriously straightforward. Honestly, the minimal code changes required to get this massive value is a huge plus. The adoption path is incredibly simple. Step 1, you just install it. Pip install Tqdm. Step 2, you literally just wrap your iterable with the Tqdm function. So instead of for item in list, it's for item in Tqdm, passing in that list. And step 3, you just sit back and watch it work. That one single tiny change automatically gives you a real-time updating progress bar. Almost zero changes to your existing code. How great is that?
Let's tie this back to a concrete example from our earlier web scraping explainer when we looked at the requests library. Imagine you need to fetch data from, say, hundreds of URLs. If you just wrap your list of URLs with Tqdm as your loop progresses and calls requests.get for each one, you get this live, continuously updating progress bar. It instantly gives you that immediate, reassuring confirmation that your script is actually chugging along, completely eliminating the fear that the whole thing is just silently frozen up on you.
Now, another incredibly convenient capability is how smoothly Tqdm integrates with pandas. You might remember that panda's standard apply method lets you run a custom function directly across every single row of a data frame. Well, Tqdm actually provides an extension that lets you use progress_apply instead. By simply swapping out the standard method for this extension, boom, it automatically displays a live progress bar throughout the entire operation. This is absolutely invaluable when you're crunching a massive data frame and the operation takes, a considerable amount of time.
But what if your code structure is a bit more complex? Don't worry, Tqdm gracefully handles nested loops too. Whenever you've got a loop nested inside another one, Tqdm lets you display multiple progress bars completely simultaneously. You just use a specific parameter called position, and you can assign each level of nesting its own individual bar. This means you can clearly track exactly how far along each specific level is at the exact same time, without your terminal devolving into this unreadable, cluttered mess.
And we can actually add even more clarity to these operations. This brings us to a super powerful customization option, updating the displayed description on the fly. Using the set_description function, you can display additional, dynamically changing pieces of info right there alongside your progress bar. For example, you could show exactly which specific file is currently being processed. This connects right back to those general debugging visibility principles we've been emphasizing throughout the whole series. It's telling you not just how far along you are, but exactly what the code is chewing on right this very second.
What's really fascinating here is how well Tqdm scales up with your architecture. We've previously covered multiprocessing, right? Where you distribute work across multiple CPU cores simultaneously. While Tqdm provides these advanced patterns that are specifically designed to display an accurate, unified progress bar, even when your work is being distributed across multiple separate worker processes running in parallel.
It handles these complex, distributed tasks perfectly so you literally never lose visibility no matter how wide you scale your operations.
Let's put this all into a realistic professional scenario, just to tie this entire explainer together. Imagine you need to resize thousands of images. This is exactly the kind of task we discussed earlier regarding the Pillow library. By simply wrapping your list of image file paths with Tqdm, you solve a major workplace problem. If a colleague is tapping their foot waiting on that script to finish running, you can now turn around and give them a clear, accurate estimate of precisely how much longer it's going to take. It literally turns a complete black box into a predictable, highly professional timeline.
So, let's distill all of this into some practical best practices. The absolute crucial takeaway here is this. Basically, wrap any loop that takes more than just a few seconds to run with Tqdm. Just give yourself and your colleagues that reassuring visibility. Second, definitely take full advantage of the pandas integration by swapping in progress_apply for your heavy data frame operations. And finally, use set_description whenever you want to display extra useful context alongside your bar. These are simple, everyday habits, but they make real-world professional scripts significantly more robust and just way more user-friendly.
And honestly, this illustrates a much larger programming philosophy. Throughout our series, we've covered some massive, highly sophisticated libraries, but real-world professional code relies just as heavily on these smaller, highly focused utilities. We're talking about tools that solve just one specific, well-defined problem, but they solve it extremely well. As the quote on screen highlights, Tqdm is just a perfect example of this. It does one single thing, displaying progress, but it does it remarkably well. Minimal code, but real-time visibility into complex, long-running operations.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer on Tqdm, and perfectly sets up exactly where we're going next. Are you ready to replace Python's built-in logging module with something genuinely modern? Because in our next explainer, we're diving into Loguru, a super intuitive logging library that takes this exact same focused utility approach straight to the next level. We've still got 16 more packages ahead of us in this ecosystem series. So before you move on, I want to leave you with this final thought. If simply adding a tiny progress bar can instantly transform a silent, anxiety-inducing script into a clear, professional tool, what other small, highly focused utilities are you missing out on that could completely revolutionize your daily workflow? Make sure you stick around so you don't miss the answer.